Hey everyone, this is Kim Jacobs. Hope you guys are doing well. I am, you know what, I'm excited because today was kind of like a dreary day, and everywhere I went, I had this dress on that has lemons all over it. And, at first I was like, I'm going to walk around with a big fruit dress on all day. And I was like, who walks around with a big fruit dress on all day? But at the end of the day, I was like, I really felt good because I brightened up so many other people's day. And people were like, oh my gosh, it's kind of gloomy outside today. But because I experienced and encountered you, then I kind of was brightened up today. I was like, what? That made me walk with like a different attitude. I was like, hey, I have on a lemon dress. At first, I was like, I have on a lemon dress, a dress literally. I'm just going to stand up a little teeny bit, but the whole dress is filled with, well, I don't know what it looks like I'm showing you. Never mind. Forget that. Just disregard that. Okay. Because I'm trying to show you the lemons on the actual dress. And all over the entire dress is filled with lemons, 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 all the way down to the bottom. But by the time I got my first compliment about my dress being so uplifting and like bringing in sunshine and vibrancy throughout the day, I was like, I had a different like pep in my step. I was like, hey, how are you? I have on a lemon dress. So that lets you know if people compliment each other and build each other up, literally, it's kind of funny because then it does boost a person's kind of like motivation and excitement and zeal. Like, hey, I don't know if I'm walking like Spider-Man, like, oh, what? Hey, nice. Hey, you. I have on a lemon dress. So I went up the thing. I know I'm being totally silly, but I am excited because I get an opportunity once again just to talk to you guys. I'm doing this on YouTube again and on Facebook Live because my audience is kind of all in different places. And so if what I love to do is be able to combine my efforts and put all of you guys in one location. So if you have not subscribed to the Kim Jacobs Show, please go and subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show on YouTube. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting, and encourage some of your other friends and family, coworkers to go to YouTube. Come here to Facebook Live, wherever they feel comfortable. It really doesn't matter. As long as people get the information, that's all that's important. Hi, Royal, how are you? And I definitely love, like, if somebody puts comments, oh, thank you, Keisha. Oh, thank you. So you like my lemons? Ho, ho, ho. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I really do like communicating with people. I think it makes just our exchange and our interaction a little bit better. If you comment and say some things, then I know, hey, I'll go ahead and comment back to you. If I see it, or if you ask a question, I'll do everything within my power to answer the question for you guys. So today, as gloomy as it may have been on the outside, I felt real good on the inside because of my dress, literally just something as simple as a dress. So today I want to talk to you about when I put the dress on, I said, hey, today I'm going to talk about lemons, and lemons in comparison to our dreams and our goals. And I'm heavy into researching. I love to research and learn more about things so that I know, I want to, whenever I want to talk about something, I get an opportunity to feel comfortable about what it is that, if you see me over there on the side, I'm fanning my church fan here. This is my church fan. Hey, it matches my lemon dress. Okay. So with the lemons, I was thinking, when I researched about lemons, the thing that really stood out to me was the fact that we know that they have that harder texture on the outside, and they're really sour and bitter. And anybody that knows about lemons, when you people usually say, let me see you suck on that lemon a little bit and see how long you can keep it in your mouth to see if you can withstand not having tears coming out of your eyes, simply because it's such an intense flavor that comes from the lemon, and is so sour and so bitter that it makes you feel like, I cannot hardly take this. And that's what it kind of reminds me of when it comes to our dreams and our goals. Sometimes we have a harder outer exterior things happening that it look like it's just kind of going to be hard to push through, and barriers that's going to have to be crossed in order for us to be able to accomplish our goals and our dreams. Because on the outside, it's like, okay, I'm doing everything I can. I'm squeezing and I'm turning and I'm twisting and I'm slicing and I'm trying my best to break through this outer hard shell that's happening. and it just doesn't seem to be budging at the level that I want it to. And then when I do finally get into the middle of what I'm thinking is my dream or my goal come true, my dream come true, I'm waking up and I'm finally living the dream, it's like, whoa, all of a sudden you get the taste of this really bitter, sour tasting thing that is like, that is not what I was thinking it was going to taste like when I finally start living my best life, or living my blessed life, or whatever it is that you've kind of envisioned as that thing that's going to happen in your life. You don't expect for it to have any level of sourness or bitterness at all. You want it to be sweet and tasty and inviting and pleasant and a beautiful aura and a beautiful sunshine looking and beautiful uplifting, all of those positive attributes and affirmations. But in some instances, it's kind of tough when you're first starting out. You have to squeeze it a little bit. You have to like shape it and push it and slice it and then say, okay, this is the inside of the dream, and how am I going to make this really come to fruition? So lemons on the exterior are harder. And we also know that in order for the lemons to become softened, you have to do a lot of massaging and a lot of squeezing before you start seeing anything really transpire. And that's what's very similar to our dreams and our goals. You have to sometimes poke and prod and slice and squeeze and massage before you start seeing anything really happen. And even just like tonight, we doing this call, I just got off of a conference call. I'm actually kind of tired, but I just been on a conference call already. It was a great call. I had Anijah Marie as my guest for the North Carolina Second Jurisdiction Business and Professional Women's Federation. And she talked about how important it was to have skin care and to properly care for your skin. And so I enjoyed the call tremendously. But then I was like, okay, Kim, but you still want to be able to take a moment and actually do something towards your goals and dreams that you have set. Every day, remember, I told you, do something that's going to be that thing that's just like a compounding effect, because you're taking baby steps. And it may not always be a Facebook Live or a video on YouTube or something like that, but something that you can be proud of at the end of the day. When you lay your head down to rest, you can say, you know what, I got something that was considered the most important thing for my business or my goal or my dream accomplished on that particular day. And it may be only a small thing, but that small thing over the course of time will add up and make a tremendous difference. Okay. Always remember that. So what do I have here? The thing that I like a lot about lemons is that okay, how do I explain it? Because I've been trying to do a lot of research with lemons, and the fact that lemons are used for so many different things. I mean, they can be used effectively for all different types of things. And the thing I think I like most about lemons when I was researching it is that no part of the fruit cannot be used. I love that, because to me that really signifies how we're pursuing our goals and we're pursuing our dreams, and we can't wait for all of these things to come to pass. But then we're only kind of like picking and choosing, okay, well, this is the good part of me, and this is the part that I'm not sure if the world will accept or if they're going to like this part. So maybe I'll reserve that for another time, and I'll hold back. Like, for example, I see Shayla on here. I mean, she's like an opera singer, first of all, has this gorgeous big voice, like she could sing in the Phantom of the Opera, but then she also sings in the church choir, and then she can also sing some kind of, I went on one of her Facebook Live posts, Shayla Faulkner. This woman belted out some kind of like jazzy tune and sultry tune that was like, whoa. So she's like multi-talented. I'm using somebody that's an example of somebody that's tuned in live right now. There are so many gifts and talents that we have that are at our disposal. It's reminding me of the lemon. And again, I was inspired because of my dress. So if you want to know why I'm talking about the lemon today, it's strictly because when I put this on, I was like, I'm going to talk about lemons and lemons and lemons and what we can do with lemons today. The thing that I think I like the most about lemons is that every single part of the lemon has a use, whether it be the rind or the peel, it doesn't matter. It's a use for every part of it. Lemons are the wake up fruit. Yeah, oh yeah. When lemons get you wide awake, by the time you suck on a lemon or put lemon in anything, is going to really, really flavor stuff for you at a whole different level. But one thing that lemons do is like they're good for making marmalade. They're good for even like the zest of the lemon when it's all like, which is the outer part of the lemon that's like shaved off. It's actually grated and used to actually add flavor to all kinds of baked goods. You can use it in puddings. You can use it in rice and other dishes. I know I've used lemon and squeezed it over fish. It's very flavorful. And so lemons can be used for everything. And obviously, if you put a lemon on a dress, it can brighten up people's day. So depending upon where a lemon is and how you decide to use it in your walk of life, it can pretty much serve a purpose for anything. Number one, lemons can help preserve certain fruits and certain things, such as apples and I think bananas and avocados. This is all stuff that I've researched to find out more about how you can use lemons. So we know that in pursuing our goals and our dreams, there is so much within each and every one of us. Facial care. Yes, somebody said facial care. Yes, lemon you can do. You can put lemons and it'll make your whole skin just pop. And I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it's very acidic too, so you want to be mindful of that. And I don't want to go putting too much lemon juice, and all of a sudden y'all be like, "Whoa, Nelly!" It changed her whole everything. But it's very good with facial and skincare as well. But it needs to be mixed properly because of some of the acidity that comes with the lemon, actual inside of the lemon. So don't let your goals and your dreams, when it comes to being compared to a lemon, use every aspect of what God gave you. Don't determine that, okay, this aspect of me is great and this aspect of me can be kind of put on hold. I don't think that's going to work well. You don't know what God wants to use, whether He wants to use the inside, meaning the sour, bitter piece that looks like it doesn't mean much. Because at the end of the day, when He finishes working on it and adding some additional ingredients to it, it can be a beautiful, sweet tasting beverage. Something that's like, whoa, that just really was so tasty and it was wonderful. All because you opened up and exposed yourself to other opportunities that you never even knew you were capable of doing. I didn't even know I was capable of getting on here and trying to multitask between different devices and sharing tips live over here and live over there. And but you know what? I'm more than capable. And sometimes when you push past the hard, difficult thing that looks like it's preventing you from getting to the soft inside, which is the greatness that's inside of you, you'll be so surprised what you end up flavoring. Maybe that's the right word. I don't want to say, yeah, I don't want to say I don't want to say certain things on the air. That's what I'm very mindful of that. So you will be so happy to know how flavorful your presence or your gifts and your talents made the situation, all because you were open-minded to being squeezed a little bit and shaped and formed in the master's hand. And I look at a lemon just like anything else. We are all able to be shaped and formed and sliced and cut and molded into the master's hand, whatever He wants to do with us, whatever He desires to have from us. Allow ourselves to be used, even as lemons get used all the time for all different types of things. We know that and we value that in just something as simple as a fruit. But when life gives us lemons, many of us have heard the whole old adage, blah blah blah, the adage where it's like when life gives you lemons, you turn it into beautiful lemonade and all of that. And I appreciate that saying because that's the whole theory of the can-do attitude. If life dishes you something that's bitter, turn it into something that's sweet. If life dishes you something that's disturbing or something that hurt you or whatever the case may be, turn it into a beautiful experience, something that everyone else was like, wow, how in the world did God gift this person to go through this tragic experience, her or him, and still bring them out or her out as pure gold? Only God can do that level of squeezing and shifting to be able to make you come out as beautiful as He desires for you to be in a situation. But make the best out of your life. And that's what lemonade is, just making the very best out of what cards you're dealt. We already know how that whole theory works and how long, long, long ago making lemons turned into lemonade has always been used. But how are some ways, in your opinion, that you can actually turn dreams and goals that you have into a beautiful lemonade experience? Because, like for me, again, today, I know I bless people. And it's like a good thing when you feel like you bless people that day. People that were walking around literally looking like, oh, la, la, humdrum, no real purpose. It was just, and then when they saw me, they were like, whoa, I mean, I really love your dress, ma'am. And this is people from all walks of life, all nationalities. Just a simple dress with some fruit on it could change somebody's perspective that day. And so you never know what it is that God has given you, whether it's something as simple as something exterior, or if it's your beautiful smile, if it's your eyes and how you use direct eye contact, if it's the ability to be able to sing or to dance or to be able to just touch people's hearts through prayer. Whatever it is that God has given you to do, do not downplay it. Sit it on a shelf and let it just sit there and get stale, because we know that lemons can go bad if they just sit around too long. But then, sometimes people will cut it open and still put it in the fridge to, you know, give extra longevity to situations too, especially when it comes to food. You'll sit a lemon on something in a minute. We know that. But that's how we should also look at ourselves and our goals and our dreams.